Today on Quest Stories, we have Vampire Slayer. Opening up the quest log gives us the dialogue. I can start this quest by speaking to Morgan, who is in Draynor Village. Requirements: must be able to kill a level 34 vampire. Talking to Morgan gives us the dialogue. Please help us, bold adventurer. What's the problem? Our little village has been dreadfully ravaged by an evil vampire. He lives in the basement of the manor to the north. We need someone to get rid of him once and for all. Have you got any tips for killing the vampire? I think first you should seek help. I have a friend who is a retired vampire hunter. His name is Dr. Harlow. He may be able to give you some tips. He can normally be found in the Blue Moon Inn in Varick. He's a bit of an old soak these days. Mention his old friend Morgan. I'm sure he wouldn't want me killed by a vampire. I'll look him up then. The quest log after talking to Morgan reads, I spoke to Morgan in Draynor Village. He told me that the locals are being attacked by a terrifying vampire. I need to speak to Dr. Harlow, who can normally be found in the Blue Moon Inn in Varick. And so, we set off to Varick in order to find Dr. Harlow. Upon arriving at the Blue Moon Inn, we try to talk to Dr. Harlow about the vampire. Buy me a drink, please. Morgan needs your help. Morgan, you say? His village is being terrorized by a vampire. He told me to ask you about how I can stop it. Buy me a beer, then I'll teach you what you need to know. But this is your friend Morgan we're talking about. Buy us a drink anyway. Since our pockets are empty, we have to make a quick trip to the bank. We return to the Blue Moon Inn, buy a beer, and then talk to Dr. Harlow again. Buy me a drink, please. Here you go. You give a beer to Dr. Harlow. Cheers, matey. So, tell me how to kill vampires then. Yes, vampires. I was very good at killing them once. Dr. Harlow appears to sober up slightly. Well, you're going to need a stake, otherwise he'll just regenerate. Yes, you must have a stake to finish it off. I just happen to have one with me. Dr. Harlow hands you a stake. You'll need a hammer as well, to drive it in properly. Your everyday general store hammer will do. One last thing, it's wise to carry garlic with you. Vampires are somewhat weakened if they can smell garlic. Morgan always liked garlic. You should try his house. But remember, a vampire is still a dangerous foe. Thank you very much. After talking to Dr. Harlow, the updated quest log reads, I have spoken to Dr. Harlow. He seemed terribly drunk, and he kept asking me to buy him drinks. Dr. Harlow gave me a stake to finish off the vampire when I'm fighting it. Dr. Harlow said I should get some garlic to weaken the vampire. He thought I might find some garlic somewhere in Morgan's house. I'll also need a hammer to drive the stake deeply into the vampire's chest. When I'm ready, I should go to Draynor Manor, north of Draynor, to kill the vampire that's living in the basement. And so, with our new information, we leave the Blue Moon Inn and make our way back to Draynor Village. Our first stop is to talk to Morgan again. How are you doing with the quest? I'm still working on it. Please hurry. Every day we live in fear that we will be the vampire's next victim. After talking to Morgan, I decided to give the house a more thorough search than I normally would, to see if I could find anything else relating to the vampire. The only useful thing I could find in the house were the cloves of garlic. After ransacking Morgan's cupboards, I head up to Draynor Manor. Making our way through the manor and into the basement isn't an issue. After opening up the casket, Count Draynor comes out in stylish fashion. But with our garlic, hammer and stake, and of course, earth strikes, we make quick work of Count Draynor. After the vampire falls, the quest is complete. You are awarded 3 quest points, 4,825 attack experience. The updated quest log reads, I have killed the vampire Count Draynor. Draynor Village is now safe. We make our way out of the manor and south again to talk to Morgan to see if he has any unique dialogue. I have slain the foul creature. Thank you, thank you. You will always be a hero in our village. Thank you for joining me on today's adventure. I hope you'll join me next time.